Happy Wednesday, everyone. This is Carrie from Stamp with CT, and Dale is actually with me today in the craft room. We have a lot of work to do today to prepare for upcoming stamp camp and our very first Create with CT class. So registration is over for those, but of course we'll have events again next month. And we have stamp class this Saturday in my CT's Craft and Connect group. Good morning. Hi, Susan. Hi, Diane. Good morning, y'all. We are ready to craft this morning with you. Good morning, Donna. So y'all are hopping right on this morning. So if you're watching the replay, we'll just say that in case someone is later. Be sure to comment replay. And thanks for jumping on this morning, guys, and saying hello. Hopefully everything will go super smoothly this morning. We've got something fun for you. First out of the gate, let's talk about something awesome. If you're on my email list, you probably already know this, but Stampin' Up! Is offering free shipping today only. So until midnight tonight Mountain Time, you can get free shipping. Woohoo! Stampin' Up! Does not do that very often at all. So if you have anything on your wish list that you want to pick up, today would be a great day. I've already placed an order. I've got at least a couple more orders. Are you able to find it, Dee? Mm-hmm. Okay. So Dale is going to watch for comments for me. And I think we've already got several jumped on, haven't we?
Oh, yes.
Is that a term, jumped on? That have jumped on? So, good morning. Let's get started. First up, let me tell you guys, Denise Mendoza, you still need to send me your address. You won the prize last week, and I still need your address, please, so I can send you pearls, which was our giveaway from last week. So congratulations, Lisa. Very excited for you. And then I'll go ahead and share with you that today I have a bolt of one of my favorite ribbons ever. It's the Flax Ribbon. This is a retired ribbon, but we're going to be talking about things that are retiring today because our retirement list comes out next Wednesday. So I thought this would be an appropriate gift for a prize for today. So leave a comment. Share this video if you have a friend or family member that may enjoy it. That's all you have to do to be entered for a chance to win that bolt of a ribbon. Okay, I think that's all of kind of the housekeeping that we have. Let's go ahead, if you'll hold that for me, Dee. Let's go ahead and talk about some things that I know will be retiring from our annual catalog. So we have a new annual catalog coming out very soon, first part of May. So we have in colors that Stampin' Up, 5 colors that Stampin' Up gives us that rolls out every year. So that means we have 5 colors that retire every year. So that's what we're going to talk about today and make a couple of projects today with some colors that we will be losing soon. So they are the in colors from 2019 to 2021, and they are found, let me see what page this is, on page 143. So in our annual catalog, you've got all of the in colors. We've got several color families, neutrals, brights, subtles, regals, and then in colors. So what happens when they retire 5 and bring us 5 new colors, it makes us a little bit sad when they retire. But I always find that the new colors are very exciting. It just kind of makes our projects fresh and new and fun. So I love that Stampin' Up! Does this each year. I think it really does help us in our crafting. And I always am so sad to see some of the colors leave. And then the new colors come and I have fun playing with those. So it's kind of a process, but it's necessary. Okay, first up, Pretty Peacock. So I have the stamp pad and I have the cardstock here. I also have re-inkers for these. And that's part of what I want to talk to you about. Anything that has these colors in them, like designer series paper, embellishments, or ribbon, we know that these products will be on the retirement list next Wednesday when it's released. So some of these products are already on low inventory. And with free shipping today, if you need any of these items, today would be a great day to put your order in. So Pretty Peacock is up first. This is a color I'm going to be really sad about. I've used this a ton. This was a great fall color, a great color at Christmas time. It was really kind of a little bit of a surprise to me how much I used this beautiful color. But we're saying goodbye to Pretty Peacock. Okay, let Dale take that. The next one we're saying goodbye to is Rococo Rose. And again, I've used this color quite a bit in my creating, and we are featuring all of these colors today in our project, so you'll get to see them in action. But we want to send them off in style. So Rococo Rose is another beautiful color. Seaside Spray. Now in our lineup of colors, we have a lot of blues, a lot of different shades of blue. And to be honest, I did not use Seaside Spray as much as the other in colors, but it is still a very pretty color. And just want to remind you that Seaside Spray is another one that will be retiring. Then we have Terracotta Tile. And I have used Terracotta Tile so much. It's such a gorgeous color. Want to talk to you a little bit about the re-inker while we're on Terracotta Tile. I'll show you why it's so important to have the re-inker. There are different techniques that you can do with them, but if you have the re-inkers for your ink pads, you're able to come in and you just lightly squeeze that ink pad, you add ink, and that extends the life of your ink pad. There's a lot of ink in this little bottle that's $3.75. So if you've invested in your ink pads, having those re-inkers really make this ink pad last a long time. So that's how easy it is. You just run that across your ink pad. I like to go both ways when I'm re-inking an ink pad. You can see how quickly it absorbed the ink. That means it was time to re-ink this pad. I just tend to use the tip of the bottle to kind of rub that into the ink pad. You can also get a little plastic spoon. You could use an old bone folder. But that's what you use those re-inkers for. And then of course there are also techniques in our crafting we can use them for. I usually recommend when you purchase an ink pad to go ahead and get a re-inker. Then you know you have it, but if that's something you haven't done in the past, now would be a great time to pick those up. Our last color that we're saying goodbye to is Purple Posey. Now this color, it's kind of the stepchild of the colors, isn't it? And that's because when it was first released, we had a lot of problems, quality control issues with the ink. So we have, I believe we have a Stampin' blend in Purple Posey. Stampin' Up! Is committed to only having quality products in our color collections in all of our product line. So they just simply removed that color as far as the ink. But we've been able to use embellishments, ribbon, and cardstock for this past couple of years. So Purple Posey is the last one that we're saying goodbye to. Now I will get to see the PDF of the new catalog next Wednesday. So when we have our Facebook Live next week, I'll be able to tell you how beautiful the new colors are. Okay, this is called Well of a Time. It's a really cute designer series paper. I have not done anything with this paper in the past year, but my friend Dana Drake is on our team, and she's a demonstrator as well. She's been doing some really cute projects with this paper, and she inspired me to pull this paper out. So I want to flip through quickly and just show you some of the images. Really, really cute. All about little fishies and whales and sand and sea. So such cute paper. Pretty Peacock is featured in this paper, so we know this paper will be retiring. And Stampin' Up! Does typically retire most all of the designer series paper. So this is one of the papers we're using today, along with a stamp set that I have used tons and tons. You can tell when you look at this stamp set that it has been very well loved. And I also have templates inside that I use with my Stamparatus. So that'll be for a different Facebook Live. I'll explain those sometime. But this has been a great masculine stamp set. We used it in stamp class probably over a year ago. It's been in our catalog a couple years. I don't know for sure that it will retire, but it's a possibility. So I focused on this stamp set for one of our projects today. Now let me go ahead and open up the envelope and get the supplies out that we're going to be using. I haven't made like a prototype, but I have supplies ready and I have an idea swirling in my head. So we're going to actually use terracotta tile and Pretty Peacock for this project. So let's use our Pretty Peacock card base. And we've got a basic white panel for the inside. Did you put your phone away, Dee?
No, I still.
Oh, okay.
You got, Lisa said she loved the terracotta tile, and Judy is a fan of the Pretty Peacock.
Yes, I am a fan of both of those. These look really good together too. And I was trying to kind of design something and think of what we would share with you guys today. Whoops. I thought these two go really well together, and then we're going to put Seaside spray and other two. We're going to put them together on a different card. So let me find my bone folder. I probably should have done this first. And then I chose to use this pretty little piece of kind of waves. Isn't that pretty in Pretty Peacock? I like that. And on the back there's some seahorses. So again, just using that Pretty Peacock color on the seahorse pattern as well. We'll mat this on our terracotta tile. So this will make a nice masculine card. At first I thought it would be fun to do just a, what is that called? Monochromatic, just the Pretty Peacock. But then I had the idea, I'd love to use all of the colors today so you can really see them in action. So we will mat that then on the front of our card base. It's coming together, isn't it? Sounds like someone is using a chainsaw outside. I'm sorry if that is picking up on the video. It's been really noisy around here lately. Okay. Then ahead of time, I stamped a lighthouse using terracotta tile on just a piece of crumb cake. And then I stamped an anchor on terracotta tile cardstock with terracotta tile ink. So we may use those. And then I also have our sentiment, and we're using Let Hope Be the Anchor Through the Storms of Life. And I'm using the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I really, really hope those do not retire. Let me see here. I might put it to a vote. If you guys think, what I'm kind of thinking, I'm going to bring some linen thread in. And what I was kind of thinking is just putting a little piece of linen thread here by the sentiment and bringing the anchor right there. And I don't know that we'll use this lighthouse, maybe on the inside. Y'all let me know what you think. And Dale can watch. Kind of get your vote on this. So I'm just going to wrap this twine around a couple of fingers. I just get a little bit, maybe more than that. And we're going to just kind of tousle that back behind. We're using linen thread on both of our projects today, because we could use the lighthouse on the front too. What y'all decide? Let y'all weigh in on that while I put some dimensionals on our sentiment. Any votes yet, Dee?
No.
Okay. We'll see. The dimensionals out. I did forget to grab my trash can, so when I get backings from dimensionals on the floor, oh, it just drives Oliver crazy.
Oh, this is his anchor.
Anchor? Okay. That does kind of make sense, doesn't it?
Donna says she likes it without the lighthouse.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we may put the lighthouse on the inside. We'll see. I'm just going to kind of line this up on our waves here. Try to get that in the center. Thought that wave paper was just so pretty. So isn't it fun how you can kind of mix and match from different suites? This is a great sentiment to go with that. Okay, now let me rewrap my linen thread here. And I think what I'll do is just take a glue dot and put that down right here on our sentiment. Just kind of ruffle that up a bit. And then that way we can use the anchor and put it down. Maybe just with the glue dot too.
Mary says the anchor on the front.
Okay, yeah.
Lighthouse on the inside.
I think y'all are on the right track there. I'm leaning towards that too. Just wanted to have a couple of items ready, some images ready, because we are going to go a little bit longer today making 2 projects. They're both quick and easy though.
Mary says you can put the lighthouse on the envelope.
Ah, that's a good idea. Look at y'all. It's a great idea. Is that moderately straight?
Yeah, it's
A little bit wonky. That's what I was thinking. Okay, let's see if we can't pull that back up and pull that down a little bit. I thought I had it lined up pretty good. I think that's better. I may pass that off to Dale to work on just a little bit. So that's our first kind of masculine vibe card. We may have to trim, give it a little haircut here. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I don't have any kind of inside information if this stamp set will be retiring, but it has been in the catalog for a couple of years. We may be saying goodbye to it, so and we could put that inside, or I like the idea of putting it on the envelope.
Lisa liked it as well.
On the envelope? Yeah, I like that. Thank you very much, Mary. That's a great idea. Okay, let me pass this off, and Dale will adjust it if need be, and we'll go on to our second project. So in this one, we're going to feature Seaside Spray. My mind just went blank, Dale. Seaside Spray and the Purple Posey, and also Rococo Rose. So I went looking through my designer series paper to see if there were any that may all contain all of those colors. And we found that the Hydrangea Hill, which I really have not used this paper or this suite a lot. It was on back order for a little while, so that may be why. But it's available now. And let me show you this paper, you guys. It is just phenomenal. And I know I've shared before that Terra loves hydrangeas. It's probably her favorite color. She carried a bouquet of white hydrangeas at her wedding, and she was wearing a navy blue dress. So it looked just beautiful. So hydrangeas are very special to us. So that's the paper that we're going to be featuring. So it's fun to mix the old and the new, isn't it? And then this stamp set, So Sentimental, it again has been in the catalog for a couple of years. I don't know if we will be retiring it or not. We'll know next week. But there was something about it. I knew that I wanted to use this sentiment for a project. So that's why I pulled this stamp set out. And then I absolutely love the die set Oops.
Excuse me.
I love the die set. It's called Stitch So Sweetly. That's where the sentiment came from for our masculine card we just made. I use these dies all the time. So my fingers are crossed that Stampin' Up! Does not retire these dies. I'll be lost if they do. But we're going to be using that on our next card as well. All right, let me get everything out of the envelope for this one. And we're starting with a Seaside Spray card base. This one's going to look really springy. We've got kind of a masculine card and a more feminine card. And then we've got a piece of basic white that we will put on the inside if my glue works, because I left it open, y'all. That needs to be like my New Year's resolution or my all-year resolution. I know I'm so bad about that. I just get too distracted. I like the fun part. I don't like putting the glue lid back on. Dale can attest to the mess that I make. I'm a messy crafter. Y'all let us know if you're a messy crafter or a neat crafter. I don't know that I trust neat crafters though.
Well, it's like somebody's office desk that's perfectly aligned.
Yes.
Are they really doing work?
So here's the piece of that Hydrangea Hill paper. Isn't it phenomenal? So pretty. Got so much dimension to it. I just love what the designers and creators at Stampin' Up! Do with our paper. It's just fabulous. So we are popping that on a piece of purple Posey cardstock to mat it. And the great thing about doing that, using just that piece of designer series, that piece of cardstock, it makes the designer series paper, it helps pull both colors, the purple and the blues, from the flowers. So pretty. I hope y'all will have some time to craft today.
Jan says she loves the flowers.
Oh, good. I do too. Now I'll say that Terra has tried to grow hydrangeas and that did not go well. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I was going to put some linen thread around there, Dale. Now I'm going to need to come up with I may just have to tousle the linen thread for this too. So I thought this was a beautiful sentiment, and I know who I can send this card to. So I was going to wrap linen thread around Plan B. We will just tousle our linen thread for this card too. I love just tousling thread like this. It just adds just a little bit of texture. And a lot of times, if it's going underneath like that, which is what I'm planning now, I will just take a little bit of a glue dot or some Stampin' Seal Plus if I got that out today. I'm not sure that I did. Yep, there it is. I just take a little bit of Stampin' Seal Plus, and that way I can attach it where my sentiment's going to be, stick it down good, and then I can kind of fluff on it and work on it, and then when I put that on, it will hold it down better. So I did do my stamping ahead of time today just to try to make things go a little bit faster. So this is one of those Stitch So Sweetly dies. I'm using too many dimensionals, but oh well. We're going to assume that this card is going to go through the postal machines. They take such abuse in the postal machine, so don't scrimp on your dimensionals if you know you're going to be mailing a card. No idea what I did with my Take Your Pick tool. That would have been much easier, but we got it done. Okay, your friendship is a blessing. That's a pretty sentiment. And I think we'll come in right about there, just towards the bottom of that designer series paper. So our tossling shows and our flowers show.
Diane says she loves to use the glue as well, and she puts a damp paper towel in the bottom of a old cup.
What? That's a great idea. That is a great idea, Diane. I may have to adapt that, because I'm just terrible about putting the lid on. That's just me. Okay, so I have some of these Opal Rounds, and again, these are a newer product. They're in our January to June mini catalog. Haven't really used a lot of these yet. So, do you see my Take Your Pick tool? If you could see this desk, y'all. Thank you. So let's just add a couple of those just to give a real standout. We'll use 3. Maybe one down here. This is just a really sweet spring card. So happy with how it turned out. And now that's stuck to my thumb. Try that again. There we go. There's card number 2. We'll bring that first one back in. I think Dale may have adjusted it for me. Whoops. I dropped it. Alright, and there is our second card. So we're sending off these in colors, but next week I will have seen the new colors and I can share some information about them. Demonstrators get a sneak peek of the new catalog. So we'd love to have you on our team if you would like to have that perk as well. The starter kit is an awesome deal. Get to choose $125 and pay just $125 worth of product and pay just $99. You get a free paper pumpkin in your kit also. So don't forget, leave a comment and let us know what you think about the project. That'll enter you for a chance to win that bolt of ribbon that we'll be drawing for a winner next week. Don't forget about free shipping. It is St. Patrick's Day and you can save some green on your Stampin' Up! Order today. Thank y'all. Hope you had a little bit of fun this morning. We appreciate you and we will see you again next week.